All right. Hello, Howl Hime here. Definitely a bit of a different look since the last time I uploaded a video here. And this one's a bit more exclusive. This one isn't coming from a stream, it's just recorded for YouTube. I've honestly been going through a little bit of struggles with recording, unfortunately. Or not recording, but with streaming. Just a mixture of time, um, so much I want to do, and just a lot of mental block. So I wanted to take a break, and I have been taking a break. I've gotten some new stuff for my model. As you can see, I have some lore. I've uploaded it on Twitter if you haven't seen it yet, but I digress. That's a whole other thing. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to take some time at the beginning of this video to just kind of reintroduce myself. Again, I am Howlhime. I am the Demon Wolf of Chaos, and I hope you enjoy. With that, let's get into it, and let us create a tier list of romance anime. Now, I do want to start with this. I have watched a lot of anime in my life. I am at something over almost 500 anime completed, I would say. And with that, I'm going to turn on some background noise. I don't know how it'll listen here. I don't know. I can hear it. But yeah. I have about 400 or 500 animes under my list. I look at anime a bit different than how their actual like setup is supposed to be. So like there's a lot on here that I see for being a romance anime that I do not agree with. Like there's a couple on here that I would be like, I don't see these as anime at all. Or not anime, but I don't see these as romance at all. And so I'm going to like it's talking about like this is a romance list. I'm going to be ranking these in the sense of being a romance anime, not how I would see it as an anime overall. Um I want to make that distinction because I'm going to rank some of my favorite anime of all time probably really low on this. I mean, I'll cut to the chase on it. Konosuba, it is one of my favorite animes of all time. It's I don't see it as a romance anime. I don't at all. Um there's a little fling between like Kazuma and Darkness. There's a little something there with Megumin and Kazuma. It's closer to there could be a harem, but I just it is too much of a dumb comedy to just look at it and be like, yeah, this is a romance anime. No, it's a fun isekai where Kazuma, the main character, is just somehow living life. um so yeah, I saw that. That's a good one. To just as a distinction here. Again, Konosuba, one of my favorite all-time anime. Like I've rewatched it like 3 or 4 times, and I am planning to again here this year, especially with the new season coming out. Um, so yeah, now I can see a couple here that I haven't seen. I am glad they have a non-seen yet, because I do want to watch all of these. I mean, I would love to watch every single anime under the sun, but that's impossible. um, Pseudo Harem is a good example. I have not seen it. I want to. Um, a lot of the anime that I've been watching lately, I have been watching via English dubs, and that's just because I can easily have it in the background at work and still listen to it while I'm doing repairs on different stuff. Since I work in a tech repair shop, so I'm working on computers, phones, tablets, all the like, and can have it in the background on my phone, earbuds in or something. So that's a good example. Pseudo Harem doesn't have an English dub, or at least an official one. At least not that I've found. It might. Maybe I've just haven't found it. But I also just don't have a lot of free time to listen to or watch a lot of Japanese dubs or subs, if you want to put it that way. It's part of the reason that I'm slowly learning Japanese. I want to just have it up in the background in Japanese, and maybe I'll know. And honestly, I think a good way, this is definitely going to be off kilter here, but I think a good way to help with that is maybe looking into just rewatching some stuff that I've seen over and over and over and over and over. A good example is Sword Art Online. I've rewatched that probably 4, 5, maybe 6 times now, and I think that'll be a good example of I've watched it enough. I know all the words basically to it. If it's in Japanese, I'm not paying attention to it. I think it would be fine. Back to the tier list. Here's another one. I think this is Orange. I wish some of these had like names that I could see. I want to say this is Orange. I'm not 100% on that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments. But yeah, I just haven't seen it. I've heard decent things about it. But yeah. Nisekoi. Nisekoi is one of my favorites. Like romance animes, and especially for a harem series, I really enjoy it. I wish they would finish the anime. I'm sad that they've never done it, but I digress. Oh well. The manga was good. Onodera deserved better, but okay. Quintessential Quintuplets. Quintessential Quintuplets is really good. I know a lot of people dislike like harems. I love harems. I think I literally just had this discussion with somebody really close to me, and I've kind of determined that I'm wired really different in the sense that I love harems because I don't see anything wrong with like loving multiple people. Now, a lot of these harems is more of they end in a monogamy, in some fashion. Now, that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. I'm somebody that is openly poly. That person close to me that I was talking with about this was my wife, and I have multiple girlfriends. And it is a good example of I can love multiple people and everybody is happy. It all depends on communication, and Quintessential Quintuplets is a great example of miscommunication results in a lot of bad experiences. Quintessential Quintuplets touches base on a lot of things of you have 5 sisters, each with different they all have the same background, of course. They're sisters, but they each have their own quirks that they like, the quirks that they enjoy. And you have the main character that is trying to learn all of these girls, and he has to choose one because that's how the story has to go. Does he choose the right one? I disagree. I don't agree with the ending. I think my favorite girl should have won, but I won't spoil that end because it's still a pretty good favorite. And it's a more recent. Nisekoi, I didn't really spoil it, but again, Onodera deserved better. Call of the Night, I mean, I actually dropped it. I don't drop a lot of anime, and I do feel bad for dropping it. I think I might still finish it later, but like right now, I'll list it as watching because I'm probably going to. I just think it's really fucking boring. It is such a slog. I am sorry. I'm gonna be brutally honest in saying that. Real Life, haven't seen. I want to, but I just haven't. Um, Now this one, I need to zoom in because... Okay. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This one was really good. A? Real Life is on my list of to watch. I've just been in a mood to rewatch stuff, honestly. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. I haven't seen. I've heard good things, but yeah. Licorice Recoil, good. Let me take that back. I'm not gonna actually put that here yet. I'm gonna put that as an A, and the reason I'm gonna put it as A is because I don't. Watching it, I didn't see it as more of an romance. I saw it more as an action where there was a little bit of romance in the background. Yes. And I love that it was Yuri. But ultimately, I feel like that was the background of it. It's kind of like recently there was the anime movie Cosmic Princess Kaguya. I think it just came out on Netflix here in America. I'm not 100% sure anywhere else in the world. I watched it. The story was okay. It definitely had some hints of Yuri in there. But ultimately, I mean, it was like a 7 at most, in my opinion, for the movie. Licorice Recoil is really good. I definitely want to take a look at, like, I think there's more than what was animated. I could be wrong there. I want to say there's like a light novel for it. I want to take a look at that. Maybe that'll flesh it out a little bit more. But the little bit that I've taken a look here, I think I actually should put it as C. Again, ranking it as a romance anime, I don't see it as super romantic. And again, I'm blind, probably. But I'll rewatch it eventually. Maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, they have the hots for each other. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Oof. I am gonna get hate for this one. Cause I get it. There's a little bit of romance in there. But I do feel like the action of the series really overshadowed. I'm gonna turn down my microphone a little bit because I see it peaking. I'm also gonna turn down this just a little bit more just to compensate. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I just felt there was more action and everything in there that just took away from it being an actual romance. This one is Married But Not Lovers, or More Than a Married Couple. Peak. It is such a good romance, anime and manga. I hope that for the anime they make more. The manga is currently on a hiatus, and I wish it wasn't. That is all I'll say. It is really good. I highly recommend it. I just recommended it to my friend Coco, and he took a look at it, and he was bugging me the whole time of, this is great. This is amazing. Why is it on hiatus? Rent-A Girlfriend. This one, I have a love-hate relationship with this. Mostly hate. When it first came out, when season 1 first came out, I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the best animes, or like romance animes at the time. Since it has continued going on in the manga, and since it is going into season 5 now, I fucking hate this show, the series. This series sucks. I'm gonna finish it out of spite. I'm not gonna be happy about whatever happens. Because what do you mean? What do you mean to tell me there's literally a 6-chapter spark of Kazuya sitting there in a house, panicking about talking to his fake girlfriend that he has known for almost 2 years? I think I really just hate it because of Kazuya. Maybe I see a little bit too much of myself in him. Maybe it's... I think ultimately it's also just terrible writing. I really wish that I think this series had a bit more potential in regards to being something great had it ended 100 chapters ago. I think the story of all these girls slowly falling for Kazuya is fine. I think the whole mommy aspect of like liking Kazuya still, or like wanting to like him more, is fine. I think the other girl, Ruki, I'll just call her Ruki. I don't for some reason I forget her name. The blue-haired one with the heart problems. She's fine. I can respect her storyline there. Chizuru, I mean, she's a great female. It all comes down to Kazuya. He's just a poor character, and having plot around him sucks. Oh well. This one I haven't seen. I've heard great things. ReZero. Okay. So I only watched this for the first time last year. I tried, when it first came out, I tried it a couple times. I tried to watch it once or twice, and I just could not get past the first episode. I don't know what it was about it. There was just something that just wasn't clicking for me. It was a mixture of somehow boring and confusing. I don't know why I couldn't get into it. But finally, I pushed myself to finish at least the first couple episodes last year. And it's turned into one of my favorite anime of all time. Romance-wise, it is definitely not what I see as the main aspect of the story, but it is something that I think is really important to it. You have Subaru's feelings for Emilia, which I don't think she's best girl at all. I think Rem is, as I'm looking at 4 figures of her right now. Emilia's fine. I just think that the show, the story definitely gives you more of an edge to enjoy Rem more, and it also uses her to hurt you as a result. On to the next. I want to say, this was Steins Gate, not what I thought it was. This will maybe shock some people. I actually haven't seen it. I didn't realize this was supposed to be a romance. It probably isn't. It's like some of the rest on here. It's probably not supposed to be a romance. I don't know. Your Ally in April. That is good. I'll say it as an A. No. It's an S. It's an S here. It is great. I'm going to have multiple in here. Don't get me wrong. I don't want this to be like, one and done. No, there are a lot of amazing romance animes that I will get to. But yeah, so going to Your Lie in April, amazing story, loved the anime, cried so much. 86, haven't watched, heard good things. Charlotte, this was recommended to me by my friend Demonist Chip. She told me to watch it, and so I did, and it hurt. But that being said, romance-wise, I don't know if I just was blind, but I just didn't see it. It was fine. It was alright. I thought the power aspect to it, I thought the everything else to it was a lot better than the romance. The romance just didn't come in until the end for me, and I was like, I mean, okay, it's kind of forced, but okay. Classroom is Elite. I'm gonna say D, because I don't see much romance in here. At least here, it's like bluntly says, hey, like, I like you. But here it's like not there. Girlfriend, amazing. No, yep, we're going into peak here. We're going to peak territory. Girlfriend's so good. This one is one that I didn't think I would like as much for some reason. So this one kept coming up as Rental Girlfriend was starting to come out, and these two kind of clashed back and forth for the longest time. And because I was more interested in this, I never researched this until finally I ended up watching both seasons of the anime, and I think there's supposed to be more. Actually, oh, thank gosh. I didn't mean to reload that. But yeah, I watched both seasons of the anime, and then I read the rest of the manga, because manga is done. So good. So good. I'm really happy with the ending, especially because instead of it being something where it's like, oh yeah, it is just these two characters, it fleshes into actually a romance between not just these two characters and the main male character, but it turns into something with all four of these characters and the main character. And they do admit to each other, they're like, I could fall in love with all of you. It is a great example of polyamory, and it's something that I think a lot of people should maybe read to get a better idea, if it's just the ending. If it's something you don't disagree with, whatever, it's fine. That being said, let's go to I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I actually haven't watched it. It is on to the to watch list, but I just keep forgetting. Tonikawa, Over the Moon with You. This one was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go with A. Horimiya, I can't not put this here. It is such a good series. I have watched it twice now. Both versions, the Japanese version, the English version, both of them are just so beautifully done. I think it's something that, like, I really want to rewatch again eventually. I want to collect all the manga for it, and it is just something that I just really enjoy. I see clips for it all the time, and each time I'm like, I really wish I could forget this anime and just rewatch it, because it's so good. Now, going into that, we got Jobless Reincarnation. Jobless Reincarnation is another one that I want to rewatch, and romance is in there. shoot. I think I'm going to rate this as an A. No, you know what? I'm going to put this as mid. I'm going to put this as mid only in the sense, again, all of this is talking about romance. Talking about the romance aspect of it. That saying, I think the romance aspect of Jobless Reincarnation is a bit mid. I love the whole rest of the series. I love the series in general. I've only watched the anime. I don't know anything beyond that. I think it's fine. I think it's good. Maybe it's an A. I'll put it as an A in the sense that the romance is definitely there. You got season 1 ending with the main character falling in love, and then season 2, she's just gone. She's just like, oh, bye. So yeah. This one, this is not what I thought it was. Oh, it's like cut off. Oh, it's this one. Okay. So I've watched a couple episodes of this one. I'm going to put this as watching. So it's our dating story, the inexperienced me and the inexperienced you, I think it's called. Or it's something along those lines. It's your classic Gyaru and weird loner boy that kind of gets suckered into asking her out, and she's like, sure, why not? There's a couple like it. It's good. I just haven't finished it. I've only watched like 3 episodes of it. It's one where there isn't an English dub for it, and I ended up watching it when it was like airing and then forgot about it. So I gotta go back to it and watch it. I will eventually. Kaguya-sama, I'm gonna rank this as an A. I think it's really good. I think Kaguya-sama Love is War is a really good story, a really good anime, but I can't in good faith put it as a peak thing because I think it is just a funny little anime. That's how I see it more. It's a rom-com with more of the com. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is something very special to me. It is one of my favorite animes of all time. The romance aspect of it, I would say I think this one's tricky. This one is really tricky. And I say this is because Sword Art Online, like I said, it means a lot to me. It's one of my favorite series of all times. And I have almost all the light novels here in America. I've rewatched it now on going 7 times or so. I have read multiple light novels multiple times, and there is a lot of romance in it. However, it isn't exactly the main point of the story. So here's what I'll do. I'll make a compromise here. I'm not going to rate it super high. I'm going to rank it as an A in the sense that, yes, the romance in it is really good. You have the romance of Asuna and Kirito. Of course, they're great. You have plenty of other girls that are fancy Kirito, but honestly, if you look at the story, if you read it, watch it, he doesn't see them in a romantic way. So I think saying it out loud like that, I could put this as an A or an S in the sense that Kirito only sees romance in Asuna, which is something that I think a lot of people will disagree with me on, and that is totally fine. I am open to discussion on any of these, because I don't expect anybody to really agree with any of my choices here. That being said, oh well. This next one here, I actually haven't seen. I want to say it's like Born into another world with your 2-hit mother's attacks or something. I don't know. I actually don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Fragrant Flower, haven't seen. It is actually next my wife and I are going to watch. We are going to finish the anime of One Piece, which is a weird thing to say, and then watch that. My Dress Up Darling, such a good series, such a good show. This one's gonna rile some people up. It is a really good show. It is a really good series. However, the romance aspect of it, I want to say it's there. It's good. They love each other very early on, but they really don't touch base on finishing that love until the end. And it is kind of quick in how they do it. I don't know. Dandadan, it is good as well. Romance isn't exactly the main point of it. It is basically, it is crazy. But I like it. It was really enjoyable. The love between the two MCs, really enjoy it, even though they're too chicken to actually say anything yet. I'm just I know I'm skipping one. I'm still watching this. I just started the first episode, or I finished the first episode a couple days ago, especially because I am trying to watch more Yuri. I really enjoyed it. Really loved it. This was something that was recommended to me to actually by one of my girlfriends, even though I already had it as something I wanted to watch. A couple of cuckoos. This one is a toughie for me because I really enjoy it. I know there's a lot of aspects to it that are weird. I'm gonna not an S. I'll rate it as an A. I'll rate it as an A because I like the aspect of the story. I think the story is interesting of you got two babies switched at birth, and by weird twists of fate, they find each other, and they are forced to eventually marry. Allegedly. There's a lot of other things going on in there that are interesting. Of course, there's some other weird stuff in there that some will definitely say no to, which I understand. That's why it's an A and not higher for me. Yeah. Oregairu. My team romance comedy cannot be this bad. I don't think that's actually a name. I just has always called it Oregairu. Another one of my favorite animes, one of my favorite series. I have a couple of the manga or the couple of the light novels. I want to finish the whole collection. I've rewatched it. I've watched it twice. I actually just rewatched the first season this week. Funny enough. It's really good. However, I don't like how it kind of presents itself as a romance. It's really confusing. I like it in the aspect of seeing his Hachiman's persona of I'm a lone wolf. I'm gonna cut in here a little bit and say that Hachiman is a character that I really relate to. He is a character that I have linked myself to for probably over a decade now, just because ever since I watched the first season, I'm like, this is me. Oh my gosh. And since I just can't stop thinking about it, Hachiman is just me. Even though I'm just a girl now, but he's just me. He is just a lone wolf in this world of cruel jokes. Again, the romance anime part of it, it's there. It's okay. I don't fully, like I said, agree with everything of it. I'm gonna go with a C, just because the romance of it is not really fleshed out until towards the end of season 2, where it's more disguised as I just want to be friends, said with tears. And then season 3, it's like, oh yeah, I guess I can fall in love with you guys, maybe? I think it was weirdly forced, but I also want to read the light novel to get a better idea, because I think the anime just skewed how it was done, at least in my opinion. So it kills me to actually put this as C. I will eventually rank like all the anime that I've seen, which is going to take forever and a half, but this will be much higher. I can definitely promise that there. I know this one. It's like something childhood friend. I can look it up quick. Let's see. I think I have it on my watch list. I think it's like rom-com where the childhood friend can't lose or something. I haven't watched. I'm just gonna say that flat out. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my to watch list. Again, weirdly enough, the art style like screams to me that it's good, but it doesn't have an English dub, so it's been harder. It just gets pushed back. Shikimori is just not a cutie. This one this one is okay. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. I think it's mid. I think it's mid both in anime wise and romance wise, because you go into this with these two characters just like already dating, which is fine. There isn't anything wrong with that. You have a pre-established romance. You then have another girl that comes in and is like, hey, I like you, but she doesn't admit it. She just hides that fact. But she's also a better pick, at least in my opinion. That's just my 2 cents there. I actually, full disclosure, I watched like the first 2 episodes when the first season first aired, along with another anime that I just never finished. I couldn't stand it. I don't know why. There's just something was about this anime that I could not like. Danmachi, or is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Haven't watched. It is on my to-do list. This one is not what I think it is. I think I'm just gonna have to search it up, just because I keep thinking it's the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, but I don't think that is correct. Google. Oh, it's a volume. It's a weird volume. Okay. Good question. Okay. So I am correct. That is the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Multiple Guinness World Records, by the way. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think it's really good. I'm not going to say it's peak. Nope, you know what? Screw it. It's good. It's great. It's peak. It's a weird polyamory that is only done via the plot, but it works. It's a great rom-com where it is just hilarious. I have laughed so much watching it. And I have some really good memories watching it too. Funny enough, I was in a Minecraft phase, playing in a new realm for my family, and I had a lot of fun just watching this in the background and making a river. Blue box. S only because I'm gonna rank it. Nope, screw it. I'm gonna rank this as anime and manga. Manga wise, peak. So good, amazing. One of my favorite mangas I have read. I have the first Japanese volume here because I bought it literally 2 days before the first English edition came out. Because I'm like, oh, we're not getting this in America, but I want to buy this, so let me get it. And then as I'm checking out, they're like, you know, this comes out on Tuesday in English, and I was like, what? But I bought it anyways because it's more fun. I'm really sad to see this one ending here soon, but I think it had a good run. Darling of the Franxx. So, never actually finished this one because my wife got spoiled when we were watching it, and I had a hunch of like what would happen of stuff to kind of simply say it. And so like I'm gonna rate it off of like what I had seen thus far. I'm just gonna rate it as a C. Like I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. Bunny Girl is it has been a couple of years since I watched that first season, and that is the only bit I have watched of it. It has a lot to it now that like I want to watch it all, but I'm just waiting, I guess, now for the new, what is it, an anime season coming out, or was it a movie? I don't know. Ranking it off of that first season though, I'm gonna go A. I think it was fine. Well, that's a list. I'm gonna get so much hate for this one. This is also a little bit of a longer list and video than I planned, but I had a lot of fun. I think this helped a lot. I'm gonna get my tuber a little bit out of the way here, just a better show. So that's the list thus far, or for this romance one. I just found one. I actually have no idea how this is my first time ever making a tier list. So just throwing that out there. I didn't make this. I just searched up romance anime list on tierlistmaker.com or whatever. And yeah, this was a fun one. I want to do more tier lists because they're a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. And this is a good break from just doing different things, gaming, all that jazz. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, the whole video. I'm going to upload the tier list to Twitter without context and probably piss some people off. But yeah, I am going to leave it at that. I want to thank you all for watching. Please keep an eye out for more here in the future as I am getting back into streaming. I have a couple fun little projects coming up. I'm going to continue the 12 and 12 here soon. I also have ordered a 3DS with a capture card, so I'm going to continue the Fire Emblem, and then later this year, unless something comes out for Pokemon that I want to actually play live on stream, which is doubtful, admittedly, I'm gonna play like one of the DS games. I'm not 100% sure which one yet, but yeah. Again, I don't want to distract it. I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, share. Chances are you're not even watching this far into it, but I digress. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.